Hi there guys, my name's Craig and I'm from Non-Stop Kids Entertainment. Welcome to NSK TV. It is 12 o'clock on NSK TV, which means only one thing. It is magic time, and guys, today I'm going to be performing for you some close-up magic, so get really close to the TV, or the screen, or the computer, or the phone, or the tablet, or whatever it is you're watching this on, because this is going to blow you away. Now, before I start, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you're not watching this on YouTube, just go on YouTube and search Non-Stop Kids Entertainment, and follow us on Facebook. We put these videos live on Facebook and YouTube, 6 videos a day, every single day, and that way you'll be notified of what we're up to and what we've got going on every single day. But without further ado, it's time for some magic. Now, you might have heard of somebody called Uri Geller. If you haven't, speak to your parents. But Uri Geller is famous for something. He's famous for bending metal with the power of his mind. He can take a fork and a spoon or something like that, and he can bend it just by looking at it. Now, I'm not Uri Geller, and I'm not a mentalist. Mentalists bend forks and spoons. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do the same thing. I've been practicing. I think I can do this. I'm going to try and bend a spoon with the power of my mind. I know. It's exciting. Seriously, this is the thing you're going to be talking to people about for a very, very long time to come. I'm going to bend this spoon with the power of my mind. Now, I want you to watch very, very carefully, because the first thing that you do to bend a spoon is you have to learn to make the spoon move with the power of your mind. Now, to make the spoon move with the power of your mind, what you have to do is look at the spoon. You touch your forehead like that with your other finger. Touch your forehead. That channels the energy. And when you do that, you tilt your head slightly. That should make it move. Watch. Did you see it move? Isn't it amazing? I mean, years of practice. You don't look very impressed, to be perfectly honest. I can tell you don't look very impressed. Look, I'll do it again. Watch. Bend. Sometimes you have to go bend. It's the voice. You have to use the mentalist voice. Bend, bend, bend. Okay, this isn't bending. This is embarrassing. You know what the problem is. You see, I'm not a mentalist. Like I said, I can't bend spoons, but I am a magician, which means I can do magic. So, what would a magician do? Well, a magician wouldn't bend the spoon, but he would maybe change the spoon. So watch the spoon. Watch the spoon. Watch the spoon as I change it into a fork. That is a real fork right there. That's a spoon turned into a fork. That's what you call a miracle. That's what a magician would do right there. Anyway, let's put the fork away for a minute, because I want to show you something that magicians are known for worldwide, and that's card tricks. I'm going to show you a card trick, guys, with a pack of playing cards. Now, when I was a kid, you could get red cards and blue cards, and that's it. Now you can get so many different types of back designs. These are called bicycle playing cards. They are made by the Cincinnati Playing Card Company in Ohio, in America. And they are the sort of cards that people use in a casino. I use red because red is my favourite colour, and I want you to see something with these cards. You see, every single one of these cards is different. If you don't know what playing cards are, I bet you've got some around your house, but cards are made up of hearts, clubs, spades and diamonds, red cards and black cards, and they can be anything from an ace all the way up to a king. They go ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. And when you shuffle through a pack of cards and you shuffle them face up, the faces change, but the backs stay the same. The faces change because each one of the cards has got a different face, but the backs always stay the same. So you always have the same back and the same colour, in this case red, but the faces always change. Now I've given you a little bit of a quick lesson in playing cards. It's time to begin. I'm going to try and find 4 particular cards in this deck. That's one of the things that magicians try to do. They try to find 4 of a kind. And I'm going to try and find the 4 queens, okay? So I'm going to try, no, the 4 kings. Let's go for the 4 kings. So I'm going to try and find the 4 kings from a deck of playing cards. Now, I've told you what I'm going to do before I do it. So your job is to watch very carefully, because each king, I'm going to find it in a more impressive way. So the first one, I'm just going to cut the cards in the right place. And when I rub here with this packet, as I rub, the first king appears face up. Right there, that's the king of spades. That's the first king that I've been able to find. That's king number 1. Now, like I said, as I find each card, it's going to get more and more impressive. So the next king, I've made this king appear face up. So watch the face down deck. If I put the king on top and do this, when I do, the entire pack turns face up, except for one card right down there in the middle, and the one card that's right down there in the middle is the other black king, the king of clubs. So now I've found the king of clubs and I've found the king of spades. That's 2 kings down, 2 to go. Let's do it again. Watch, if I take these 2 black kings and wave them over the pack, as I wave, I get slightly faster, slightly faster, slightly faster, and I can cause another king to appear right there. Well, I know you're thinking, is it a king? It's face down. But let me show you, it really is a king. That one there is the king of diamonds. So I found a king of diamonds, that's diamonds. I found a king of clubs, that's clubs. I found a king of spades, that's spades. That leaves us with one last king to go, which is the king of hearts. Now, the king of hearts is down in the middle of the deck. If I take that card out and put it right there, you can't see it until I rub it like that and it becomes visible. You see that one there's the king of hearts, and I found hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades. I found all 4 kings, which is a pretty good trick. It's a pretty good trick, but the thing with magic is you always have to have a big finish. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the rest of the cards and I'm going to take the kings. Now I'm going to put the kings face down onto the face up deck, and I'm going to give the cards 1 cut. And when I do, something amazing will happen. Watch those 4 kings face down on the face up deck. 1 cut is all I have to do. It looks like this. And as I cut, the deck turns blue. Now, every single card in this deck all the way through has gone from red to blue, from red to blue. Every single card except for the 4 face-up kings. I mean, it is impossible to do it with the 4 face-up kings. I can do it with every other card, but I cannot do it with the 4 face-up kings. You look disappointed. Well, I suppose if I really was a magician, I could I could snap my fingers and then I could get these to turn into blue cards as well. Isn't that an amazing trick? That's a pretty cool trick, right? Look, I tell you what we'll do. We'll take the card box. We'll put the card box away because now we've got the kings. Now we can do some magic. I want you to watch really carefully. Don't blink for a second. We're going to take these 4 kings and I'm going to put them down in the middle of the deck. I'm going to put 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Let me just spread these out for a second. I want you to see that the 4 kings go in 4 totally different parts of the deck, like that. Lovely. And now, just to make sure that they are completely lost, we will give the cards a shuffle as well. Cut, shuffle, and we'll even give them one of those fancy shuffles. So now we're going to use a different 4 of a kind. We don't want to use the king, so we'll use a different 4 of a kind. We'll use a number. Let's go for, well, there's a 3 on the front, so let's go for a 3. So we'll take out the 3s. That's the 3 of spades. This one here is the 3 of hearts. We have the 3 of diamonds, and we have, oh, that's got writing on it. We can't use the 3s if we've got one writing on them. Look, there's a 2 there. Let's try 2s. 2 of clubs, 2 of hearts, 2 of spades. Where's the 2 of diamonds? There it is. Amazing. So we're going to do this. We're going to use the 2s now. I want you to watch. Watch the 4 2s. Don't blink for a second. If you blink, you'll miss it. Just to show you, we've got the 2 of diamonds. We've got the 2 of spades. We've got the 2 of hearts, and we've got the 2 of clubs. Now, let me explain what's going to happen here. I want you to watch very carefully. There's a golden rule in magic, which is never tell the audience what you're going to do. Because if I tell you what's going to happen, you're going to be watching very, very carefully. I'm telling you what's going to happen. I'm going to make these 4 2s turn face down. Watch. Ta-da. Okay, you don't look very impressed. But I'm going to do it by magic. You see, every single time I twist, one of these 2s turn face down. Did you see the twist like that? When I twist, that's the first 2 that turns face down. I'll do that again. You see, if I give a little twist, that's the second 2 face down. So now we've got 2 face up, 2 face down. Let me do that again. Watch. I give a little twist. When I give a little twist, that's the third 2 face down. That's number 3. That leaves us with the 2 of hearts. Let me put that one face up here. So we've got 3 face down, 1 face up until I twist. When I twist, all 4 of these go face down. Now, I'll tell you how it works. It's very, very simple. How it works is the cards have backs on both sides. I know you don't believe me, it's true. You see, this one's got a back on both sides, this one's got a back on both sides, this one's got a back on both sides, this one's got a back on both sides. The cards have backs on both sides. So if I've got backs on both sides, I really should be able to make these cards look like anything. So I could give a little rub and get a king. Hang on, it's that king back again. If I put the king here and give a little twist, let's see if that one works. Yep, there's another king right there. This is crazy. But if I give the cards one last twist, hopefully with any luck, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. But I feel bad because the kings were what we used at the very, very beginning. And I promised you guys that I would do a trick with the 2s, not with the kings. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Watch the 4 kings. Don't blink for a minute. I'm going to put the 4 kings there on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to try and turn them back into 2s. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Did you see it happen? Look, now there we've got the 2 of clubs. There we've got the 2 of hearts. There we've got the 2 of spades. And there we've got the 2 of diamonds. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. But I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, where are the kings? Well, they're just invisible. If I want to bring them back, the first king's right there. Look, if I give it a little rub, that's the the king of hearts. Let me put that one there with the 2 of hearts. If I grab another invisible card, that's another king. This one here is the king of diamonds. Let me put that one there with this 2 of diamonds. The next one's right there. You don't see it until I rub it, and that's when it becomes visible. This one here is the 2 of spades, and the last one's right here. This one here is the final king, and that's the 4 kings and the 4 2s back again. You know what the problem is? I get what the problem is. The problem is we got too many cards. We're holding a whole deck here. So I'll tell you what, as we've got the kings and we've got the 2s, let's try and do something with just the kings and the 2s. That's probably a good idea, right? We'll do something with just the kings and the 2s. So look, we've got 4 kings, 4 2s, 8 cards altogether, and only 8 cards. Now watch, we're going to take the 1, 2, 3, 4 kings, and I'm going to put them over there. Your job is to watch the 4 kings like a hawk. That's what you need to do. Well, actually, just keep an eye on the kings, but it's the 2s really that you want to watch. Let me explain why. I'm going to try and make the 2s change places with the kings. And I'm not going to bring the 2s anywhere near the kings, but I'm going to make the 2s and the kings change places. We'll start with this one right here. This is the 2 of hearts. Watch, if I just take this 2 of hearts and snap, when I do, that 2 turns into one of the kings. You see, what's happening is the 2s and the kings are changing places. 1 down, 3 to go. Let's use the 2 of clubs next. What we'll do is we'll take this 2 of clubs and we'll cover it up with the 2 of spades. And the second that we do, that one changes as well. Isn't it weird? Now, I'm going to try and do the next 2 at the same time. I know it's crazy, but I'm going to try and do the next 2 at the same time. Watch. It happens on 3. Watch. 1, 2, 3. And that's when those 2 change places with the kings. So we've now got the 4 kings over here. I made the 2s and the kings change places just like I promised. But luckily with the deck of cards, there is a reset button. The reset button is right there. And when I press that reset button, everything goes back to the way they were. You see, now we've got the 4 2s over here. And if the 4 2s are over here, that can only mean one thing. Over here, from the very beginning, we've had 4 cards and 4 only, and they are the 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. And that's a trick with 4 2s and 4 kings. But I know what you're thinking. I get it. I know what you're thinking. How did the kings and the 2s change places, right? You don't believe that it was a reset button. And it wasn't. It was sleight of hand. Combination of sleight of hand and magic. I'll do it one more time. You're not meant to repeat a trick, but look, I'll do it the fastest trick in the world. But this time you know what's going to happen. I'm going to make the kings and the 2s change places. So these are the kings. That's the king of hearts, king of clubs, king of spades, king of diamonds. 4 kings go over there. 4 2s go on the table. Now I've told you the kings and the 2s are going to change places. So watch the kings. It happens on 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And that's when the kings change as they fall to the table into the 2s, which means the 4 cards right here have been and always will be the 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. We've now reached the part of this little trick, this little set of tricks that you've been waiting for, the end. You see, I'm going to finish off by teaching you how to do a simple trick. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. We're going to put the 2s away and we're just going to use the kings. And I'm going to teach you how to make cards move. You see, it's all to do with sleight of hand. Let me show you. We've got the king of diamonds, that's that one. We've got the king of spades, that's that one. We've got the king of clubs, that's that one. And we've got the king of hearts, that's that one. And I'm going to try and show you how to palm a card. Let me put one of the kings down there, and I'll leave the other 3 kings here. Now, palming a card means holding a card secretly in your hand. Okay? Let me show you how to do this. First of all, you have to take your packet of 3 cards, and you have to take one of the cards and put it into this position. This is known as the tent position. This is the Magic Circle approved get ready position for palming a card. Then all you're going to do is you're going to come over with your hand and take this card into this hand. That's all that's basically going to happen. But the problem with this is you don't want people to see you doing it, and you don't want this card sticking out the hand like this. So what you have to do is you have to come over, and you need big hands for this, but you take the card and you cover your hand completely. That's all you do. Now you want to keep the fingers together. You don't want to see the card through the fingers. And also don't let this thumb stick out like that, because then people will realise you're palming a card. If you've ever heard the expression, it sticks out like a sore thumb, that's what they're talking about. You want to keep your thumb in like that. Now, sometimes if you're performing like this and you're doing this trick and you've palmed the card, somebody who knows how to do sleight of hand will say, hey, you've got a card hidden in your hand. At which point you have to do this and turn that card into an invisible palm. This is an invisible palm. You see, the card's still there, you can't see it. And it only comes back when you put it where you want it to go. This card on the table, if I do that, I can put the card on the table. You see the invisible palm card comes back. That's how it works. That's all there is to it. You'll look a bit confused. Let me do that again. Look, 2 cards over here, 2 cards over here. Let me show you it again. Okay, so you know what's going to happen now. I take these 2 cards and I want you to watch. One of these 2 cards goes into this get ready position, and you come over with your hand and you take it into the palm of your hand. Then you put your thumb in like that and you shift it into an invisible palm. Once it's in an invisible palm, you just rub this one against the one on the table, and now you've got 3 kings there and 1 left to go. That's exactly how it works. So, look, this is the last one, the King of Clubs. It's the hardest one to go, to be perfectly honest. Let me put it there. We'll take these 3. So we've got spades, hearts, and diamonds here. Spades, hearts, and diamonds. We'll put these 3 here. There we go. Watch the last one. You know what's going to happen now. I'm going to take this final king of clubs. I'm going to make it jump. Watch. First of all, I have to palm it. Now, what you can do is you can do the rub-away palm, which means that you put the card under your hand like this. And then once it's under your hand, you can actually rub it into an invisible palm. Let me just put it there for a minute. See, it's right there. It's not here, 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 it's not here. And the reason is, it's actually there. Once I've got it here, all I have to do is put it down on the cards on the table, and that gives us the 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. And that's how you do magic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching NSK TV. Like I said, 12 o'clock every single day, we do magic. Sometimes we teach magic, sometimes we do magic shows, sometimes we do close-up magic. But make sure you come back here at 12 o'clock every day on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page. We also put loads of other stuff as well. So subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and if you want to speak to us about having a virtual party, all you got to do is go to www.nonstopkids.co.uk and fill in a contact form. We'll get back to you with a no obligation quote and consultation. Guys, stay safe. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing day. See you again soon. My name's Craig from Non-Stop Kids Entertainment.